What is up, YouTube? I am back with another video. Today I'm going to be changing it up. I'll be talking about the current events, actually global current events, everything happening in the United States and abroad, and how it affects us. I've been intrigued with geopolitics and how our policies affect the world and how other policies in different countries affect their economies, other people's economies, and it's just fascinating to me. So let's get into it. So let's just talk about first what's happening in the United States. So recently in Minnesota, an ICE agent killed a protester, someone blocking traffic, and that's causing like civil unrest and protests in Minnesota and in Oregon and different states. And it's basically left versus right. The Republicans, the right is saying justified, left saying not justified, and it's causing half the country split with ICE anyway, and federal law enforcement, and with Trump thinking that ICE is overstepping their boundaries. So it's causing a lot of craziness happening in this country. Another one with the United States. Trump wants Greenland. He wants this piece of land because he's saying it's essential to national security of the United States, but not only the United States, but to NATO. So all these countries over here that are part of European Union, NATO, all that. He's saying Russian ships. Where's Russia? Yeah, Russia's up here. Russia ships, Chinese ships are in this area. And the defender of Greenland is supposed to be Denmark. So this is Denmark right here. I don't know how they're going to defend Greenland. If actually, I don't even want to get into that, but it's a big piece of land. I think 50, yeah, so about 50,000 people live on this land. Let's do some Greenland population. It's 50,000 people live here. 56,000 to 57. So barely any people for a big chunk of land. Trump wants it. He says it's essential to national security for the United States and European Union. I think he wants that land because of Russia's boldness and China's boldness. Russia attacking Ukraine, not giving in, and then China wanting to take over Taiwan. What else do we have here? Let's go across. Let's go over to the Middle East. Dang, how do I? Where is the country I'm looking at? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay. Let's orient our map. And you guys see this country right here, Israel. So right now you guys know about the Israel and Palestine conflict. Gaza conflict. Israel's bombing the crap out of the Gaza Strip due to October 7th attacks. U.S. is funding a lot of it. People are split on Israel and U.S. or in Palestine right now, saying we shouldn't be funding Israel like how we do. And yeah, a lot of discourse on that. The United States also attacked Iran. This was a while back, but with the nuclear, their nuclear facilities. What's it called? We attacked their bunker. We used bunker buster missiles from the United States Air Force to attack that, and that was a crazy operation. Surprised me. And yeah, also Iran attacked as a while back too. Iran sent missiles back to Israel because Israel's a nation that attacked. They said there was Hamas terrorists in Qatar, and Israel attacked Qatar with missiles. Well, and United States is allied with Qatar, and we have troops in Qatar, so that was like a big, like, come on, no. Yeah, so this is not currently happening. It actually all plays a part in it, but Israel is right now in a conflict, big conflict right now, and a lot of people are not happy with Israel. All right, let's see. Let's go up a little more. Let's get out the Middle East and let's go over to Europe. So you guys see here, big Russia, big territory. Holy crap, they're huge. But Russia has attacked Ukraine. It's occupying Ukraine, taking over. Initially, they took over this piece of land. They came in here, and then now That was like in 2014, and now they're attacking Ukraine. European nations, all these European nations support Ukraine because in their mind, hey, Russia's the big bad guy. Once they take over Ukraine, all of us are next. Poland, all these countries are scared of Russia, so everyone is funding. The United States is funding Ukraine. The European Union is funding Ukraine because Ukraine is way smaller than Russia, and their military is not. It's subpar to Russia, but we're supplying them with amazing equipment. It's very, very expensive. A lot of people are dying. There's wars right now. It's a crazy time to be alive. But yeah, I got some Russia and Ukraine stuff right here. Yeah, Russia's just not backing down. Trump is trying to make peace deals, but Putin is a well-calculated, dangerous man. And he's not going for. You guys can see Israel and Palestine. Yeah, a lot of people are dying. Lots of death. It's very sad. ICE, you guys can see here. Yeah, killed this lady. It's very split. Was it justified or not? And yeah, the United States. Oh yeah, so the United States and Venezuela. That's one thing I didn't cover. Let's go back here. I like the map because it gives a very visual presentation. But the United States had a whole bunch of United States Navy carrier ships, a whole bunch of ships in the Caribbean Sea, in this area. Yeah, and basically, which surprised me too, they went into Carcass. They had a land and air invasion, so they came with boats. Had people on the ground too, and then they had aircrafts, and they pushed for Carcass, where President Maduro was at. I don't know why he would be there if he sees all these ships, it doesn't make sense to me. But they captured him and his wife, and yeah, basically Trump said the reason why this was done is because he's a narco-terrorist poisoning America with drugs, and he has to be taken out. And of course, it's regime change. Venezuela oil. If you look at largest oil reserves in the world, Venezuela holds the largest oil. So now we have some leeway, some more power against Russia, China. China was trying to do business. Russia was doing business with Venezuela. So now they can't. Oh dang! I don't know, how do I go back? But yeah, that's a big play right there. So they went in, captured him, took him out, and then now he's currently in New York facing trial. And yeah, so the world is a crazy place right now. And then yeah, so that's currently what's happening. I'm not an expert in this stuff, but I want to get pretty confident in geopolitics. And let's look at the definition of geopolitics. Geopolitics studies how geography, location, resources, climate influence politics and international relations, analyzing power dynamics between nations, businesses, and other actors over territories and resources, encompassing military strategy, economic interests, and culture factors to understand and predict global events, from trade wars to conflict over sea lanes or energy. Its framework for understanding how states use geographic features for advantage, shaping alliances, rivalries, and the pursuit of national interests. So this type of stuff has been really fascinating to me. Yeah, and I want to get better. I want to learn about it, be more confident about it. And yeah, another thing I actually want to talk about is Trump just came out with new defense spending budget. Trump's 1.5 trillion military budget would add 5.8 trillion to the national debt with interest. And if this passes, I don't know how this is going to pass, but it's a 50% jump. Wow, that's a lot. But I don't know how this is going to work out, but let's see. That's a lot of money and a lot of craziness. If you currently look at the The financial aspects of the United States, you look at the S&P 500, over the past 5 years, it's up 82%. That's crazy. If you look at the lifetime max, up 831%. But in the past year, up 20%, 5 years, 80%. If you look at Dow Jones Industrial Average, and you guys, if you don't know what this is, you can just read this overview. S&P 500 stock market index tracking it basically tracks the performance of the largest 500 largest companies in the United States. Dow Jones index of 30 prominent companies listed on the stock exchange. So this is up over the past 5 years, up 60%. The max, 3,000%. So yeah, the stock market is looking amazing right now. Nasdaq right here, you have 23,000. It's at 23,000. It's up 80% over the 5 years. Over 5 years for Russell 2000 index, it's up 25%. So if you look at this, the stock market is doing fantastic, but the average American is struggling. Why is the average American struggling? Let's just see. The average cost. Dang, can I not spell? Average cost of a house in the U.S. So the average cost of a house in the U.S. is around $410,000. That is ridiculous. Well, oh wait, hold on. That's the median, not the average. The average price was higher at $512,000. The average American cannot afford a house. Let's look at rent too. Hold on. Average rent $1,600 to $2,000, and this is like for an apartment. These are not even houses, so you guys got to think about this. So the average American is struggling because of housing, rent, food is at all-time highs. Products are just very expensive. Healthcare, it's just, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to talk about in separate videos, and stuff I want to research, learn about, get more familiar with, and be able to discuss it. But average rent is another thing. Let's look at healthcare costs US. Average healthcare costs are very high. Total spending around $14,000 per person in 2023. In 2025, it's even worse though. I know a lot of people are paying $1,000, $2,000 a month just in healthcare, sometimes even more, for their family. So yeah, Americans are struggling, and we need to come together as a country, not this left right BS, and just think about, hey, how do we make life more affordable, put America's interests first over other nations, and just really discuss what's good for this country and be able to talk it out. So yeah, crazy stuff is happening. Minnesota, there's like daycare frauds happening in Minnesota, fraud happening in California. And when I mean, there's fraud in every state, every country, but I'm talking about mass fraud, billions of dollars. California, same thing. And states that are really thriving right now. Tennessee's been thriving. Texas, a lot of business people are going there. Economies are doing very well over there. People are leaving states such as Illinois, New York, maybe New Jersey, these type of states up here. And yeah, I think Americans are just worried that we want a quality of life, be able to buy a home, pay for bills, or pay for our bills, and not have to worry, live paycheck to paycheck. We can see who lives paycheck to paycheck though. How many Americans, or average American savings? Where is this? Okay, the average American has about $62,000 in savings. Okay, that's the average American. Now let's look at, where's percentages though? How many Americans can retire comfortably. Let's see. It's hard to say exactly how many kids are 25% of older adults expect to never to retire. 80% of older face. So guys, what I'm trying to get at, I need to do more research on this, but when the cost of living goes up, cost of healthcare, cost of housing, cost of food goes up, people who are planning to retire cannot retire anymore. People who are retired and they can't work anymore, they're running out of money, and this is bad. We need to take accountability of corrupt politicians, bad policies, and we need to invest into our infrastructure. We need to invest into cleaner energy and just a better environment.